Alright, welcome back to the final review of Saw. Well, I'll do Jigsaw review. I want to do the new one because the new one kind of sucked ass. But it sucked ass anyway. But Saw, the final chapter. I love the ending to the series. I think it's very good. It's like twisted and shit. So, shall we get into it? So, in the movie, the one of the guys looked like Logan Paul, to be honest, and the other guy just are friends with him, and they got this girl above him, and they're in a shot by Jigsaw, and they have to find a way to get out, either sacrifice the girl or sacrifice one of them. So they end up killing the girl so they can get out because what I say, bros before hoes. So that ends up happening. Then you got this whole other part where all these people are in a parking or like in this junkyard. This guy's stuck to the back of the seat. If he tries lifting up, pulls the skin off. Another part where this guy's like on the garage thing and it got all it's nasty. Then you got this girl underneath the car or someone underneath the car. Then yeah, you got the I don't know what you call it, chains on his fucking mouth, and if the car ends up going, it rips everything off. So that ends up happening. I would not blame him because I couldn't even fucking know. I'll just be like, I'll just rip it off immediately. It'll fucking burn like a motherfucker, but I'll end up having a heart attack for 5 minutes, and the time will fucking probably already been run out. But he ends up wasting time. They all end up dying. The guy or girl underneath the car, her head gets fucking crushed. The car ends up going. The guy that's stuck to the fucking wall ends up getting all his parts, like all his body parts coming the fuck off. The guy in the car literally ends up flying out the window, literally with the skin like ripping off, and then he's dead. This fucking movie is gnarly as shit. It's actually called Saw 3D, but I would just call it Saw Final Chapter for no fucking reason. Then you get this whole find out Mark Hoffman lived, so he's literally going after Jigsaw's wife, and he ends up getting to her, and he ends up killing her. So she's stuck on this thing where she's trying to get off or escape, and then this little saw is like going all the way down. It literally cuts her in half, like pulls her the fuck apart. Like literally pulls her the fuck apart. And he ends up killing her. Then meanwhile, the news is talking about like how all this shit in the robbery and I don't fucking know. Then he ends up going out. He ends up getting jumped by people in a pig mask. And one of them takes the mask off to reveal it's fucking Dr. Gordon. He's from the second and first movie. Like, Dr. Gordon, he lived. Like, he literally fucking lived. Because you can tell him by one of the movies, he literally puts his fucking leg meat against this fucking steaming hot thing, and it heals him somehow. Or maybe stops bleeding, but he ended up working for Jigsaw, which I don't know why Jigsaw put on. I wouldn't work for someone that has put me through all that shit. He already had his foot removed. It's fucking. Or, well, the part where Jigsaw's wife did not actually die for that part. That was actually a dream. But the part where she actually dies, Mark Hoffman actually puts that fucking jaw ripper on her, whatever you want to call it. And she ends up getting her, like, fucking, and then blood parts, or whatever you want to call it, spew out from her fucking face. And you actually know she's dead. Then you get the part where, and Dr. Gordon was helping Jigsaw all along. And you got this guy, I don't know, he survived. He probably wrote a book after, but here's this guy trying to save people, and this girl literally got a fucking key down her throat, and she wouldn't shut the fuck up because if you scream, you literally end up getting this fucking thing drilled. So he ends up ripping it out, and she ends up screaming. He ends up unlocking it, but she ends up getting stabbed by those fucking things, and she's dead. Then you got this other part where you have to put, I think the girl part where the girl's like stuck on that thing. There's a trap door underneath. I think that's his girlfriend. I'm not sure if that is, but yeah, he literally has to take his shirt off and stick those I don't know, call it chain things around his fucking meat. Ooh, that fucking hurts. Then he ends up it ends up ripping off, and then he couldn't save her, so she ends up getting this little spaceship thing and ends up burning her, and she looks like fucking disgusting. She ends up looking fucking disgusting. And but I'm trying to think. I'm trying to find other. Oh yeah, this other part where he tries saving this other girl, Suzanne, and she ends up getting those fucking pipe things stuck through her fucking skull. That was pretty gnarly scene, but well, we're finally done with the Saw series. I know I've done it all in one day. Don't blame me, but I just want to get this over and done with. But yeah, so Saw the final chapter. It's not bad. Give it a watch, I guess. But hope y'all enjoyed. And we're finally done, thank God. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed the final chapter review. This video might be longer than the original reviews that I did for Saw, but yeah. I think next I might do Leprechaun. Yeah, Leprechaun. And The Conjuring. And Paranormal Activity. Those are going to be reviews coming up very soon, but I'm going to have to give all of them a watch again. But or I might not do Leprechaun, but I might do Conjuring and Paranormal Activity. But yeah. Without any further, I'm going to probably go to bed. Yeah, probably go to bed. But until then.